Calorie Deficit Diet Plan. What to eat and what to skip. The basic idea behind a calorie deficit diet follows an ancient Japanese principle of eating only 80% of what you actually want. This reduces hunger pangs too. If you burden your intestine with all the food it needs, there is no scope for any fat to burn. But by eating 80% less than what you need, your body gradually starts burning the fat. Because this helps increase your BMR, the basal metabolic rate, or the energy spent by your body while at rest. However, a calorie deficit diet plan may not work for everyone. It only caters to a certain class of people who have some basic knowledge about calories and can measure it through a smartwatch. Bodybuilders also go for a calorie deficit diet plan during their estivation, rest, period when they need to drop the pounds. Focusing more on non-starchy vegetables too. From kale, broccoli, peppers, tomatoes to arugula, spinach and asparagus. While in starchy vegetables, only low-calorie alternatives can be tried. These include peas, sweet potatoes, plantains, and butternut squash. Calorie Deficit Diet Plan. How to burn those calories. Experts say that there are various ways in which one can burn calories, from multi-joint exercises to consuming certain foods. There can't be a cheat day if you're following a calorie deficit diet plan, as one cheat day eventually becomes two and then the entire diet plan goes out of the window. It's also important to look at one's diet plan holistically. You can have sweet potatoes, low calories, for lunch but pizza, high calories, at night. It's also important to include berries, mushrooms and green leafy vegetables in your calorie deficit diet plan that have almost negligible calories. Certain exercises might also help burn calories. Experts suggest going for exercises that involve multi-joint movement and neuromuscular coordination, such as barbell squats, abdominal bicycling, wide grip lat pull downs and more. Experts say that even running on an incline at a moderate speed can rapidly aid in burning calories as opposed to just brisk walking on plain ground. Consistency is important in whatever exercise works for you, experts says. If you do it for a week and then lapse back, it's actually more harmful than not doing anything at all. Calorie Deficit Diet Plan. How to balance weight loss and gut health. With a calorie deficit diet, it is also important to not take into account the weight loss in the first week. If you've never dieted before, you will see a massive weight reduction. But things might plateau after the second week. You have to keep at it. The way experts sees it, the essence of a calorie deficit diet boils down to your gut health. Many people do everything by the book but don't see any weight loss. This is mostly because your gut is weak and you're having problems with digestion. To improve one's gut health, experts insist on staying away from bottled probiotics available in the market and going for the good old grandmother's recipe of rice congee. Also refrain from buying curd and try forming it by yourself at home and have it fresh, expert says. Rice congee is harmless and works for everyone. It's simply soaking some cooked rice in water overnight and having it in the morning on an empty stomach. This helps with your gut health and aids the process of weight loss reduction if you're following a calorie deficit diet. It's important to have realistic expectations when it comes to weight loss in general. People want to lose 10 kilograms in a month. That's not feasible and healthy in the long run. This is also the reason why many lose the enthusiasm in working out or follow a diet because they don't see radical changes within just 2 weeks. The mantra is to be consistent and slow. Calorie deficit diet plan is great, but don't overdo it. Expert says that any dietary intolerance that one develops over the years can be partially attributed to overeating that specific food product. If you're religiously following a calorie deficit diet, expert says, it works if you're simply having the same things over and over again. Just because eggs are good for your health, doesn't mean you go on an egg overdrive. That's how Indians primarily develop sensitivity. You have to mix and match, experiment with different food items.